guys, this is Paranoid, and today I want to talk to you guys about the auction house, the latest feature or event that Evony has released to us. It's like the black market where you can buy items, but I don't think it's as good because you're bidding against other players, and usually the prices that you pay for the items get jacked up, and it's just not worthwhile. I think they have a spelling mistake in the title here. They called it the auction house. I think it should be called the scam house because most of the items you're paying for here, you're getting scammed, and people are overpaying for many of the items. And you have to spend your gems very carefully. And I haven't considered buying anything here. I think pretty much everything is a bad deal. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at some of the items that people are buying, and I'll tell you what I think about it. You don't have to listen, but it's just my opinion. So here, someone's buying the 5 super resource chest, so he's getting 20 million resources total. 20 million resources total, because it's 5, and each resource chest has 1 million of each, so that's 20 million total. And he paid 10,000 gems for it. And there's no bidding here, so no one even tried to outbid him. But sometimes people will pay 15,000 or 16,000 for this. So he got like the lowest price possible, and he paid 10,000 gems for 20 million resources. And if we just go to the black market here, you can get 200 million resources for 84,000 gems. So that's 20 million resources for 8,400, just divided by 10. And you can see that the value of 20 million resources is 8,400. And it's probably not even worth the 8,400. Honestly, 20 million resources are probably a more reasonable valuation for them is probably like 4,000 gems. So he's already getting a bad price just compared to stuff you can buy at the black market. He's overpaid. He got scammed. He got scammed here out of a few thousand gems. And he's also on server 806, and players on server 806, it's an old server. I'm on server 802, and we've been around for almost half a year, so he should be around for about the same time, and he should have Queen Jindioks, and he should be able to farm 20 million resources in a few hours. So he's just wasting his gems here. And let's see, there's a bunch of unsold here, so I think people are starting to understand that most of these deals are bad. The ruined stone chests, he got a good price. I'm assuming no one else bid on this because it seems like a decent price. Yeah, he got a decent price on these, 100 for each ruined stone chest, so total about 55,000 gems. Usually at the black market, the ruined stone chests are 250 each, so he got them at half price. I find it hard to spend gems on ruined stone chest, just because you're gonna need to spend so many gems to get any value from it. Because to upgrade your specialities, let's say you want to max the specialities on one general, you're gonna need, I don't know, probably 70,000 ruined stone chests, because you need 8,000 gems for the last level. 8,000, sorry, you need 8,000 ruined stone chests for the 4th level, and I think 4,000 for the 3rd level of each speciality. And basically you're probably gonna need to spend about 7 million worth of gems on these runestone chests just to upgrade one general. So it's very expensive, and I don't know if you have 7 million gems, if that's what you want to spend it on. But think about it. I think the prices here are still overpriced, and it's not worth spending gems on unless you don't have anything else to spend gems on. And same for the speed ups. You 21 days, 18,000. I mean, in my opinion, if you're running really low on speed ups, sure, you can buy them, but just join an alliance and do the Cerberus, and get, like, I think it gives a few days of speed ups each time you kill him. And there's literally tons of them out there on the server that are unkilled, and people can kill them, and you get a few days of speed ups on each one you kill. So don't spend your gems on this. I'll get to my point. You can spend gems on more important things. Here, the 1,000 stamina total for 16,500 gems. And I don't know, I mean, let me see here, Crazy X. You can just do this. Open the farm a few monsters and open one of the eggs, and you get 400 stamina right there for free, basically, just for killing a few monsters. And you get a bunch of other items and resources and who knows what. So I wouldn't spend it here. I definitely want to spend it here. Let's see what else people are spending on. Yeah, see, the guy on the top bought the 20 million for 10,000, which is he's, and we still said he's overpriced. And if we go down here, and this guy from server 806 paid 18,000 gems for 20 million resources. That's ridiculous. And you can get it half price pretty much at the black market. And he paid general experience. This guy, I don't know what's up with this guy. He's just throwing his gems. You may as well just take your gems and throw them in the garbage. He bought general experience, 20k times 40, so that's 800k worth of general experience, 64,000. Let me tell you something, guys. If you have an epic subsidy, a golden subsidy, or even if your friends have it, or your alliance, anyone from your alliance, and he can let you attack it with about 300 or 400,000 siege machines, you're gonna get 400,000 experience per attack. So you do it 2 attacks, and you're already gonna get all the experience that he paid 64,000 gems. And people pretty much upgrade their generals by either using them in battlefields like BOC or BOG, or training them on subsidies. Even the purple subsidy probably gives you like 100,000 experience per attack, and it's much easier to kill. You can probably kill it with, I don't know, 100,000 siege machines. And he wasted 64,000 gems on something that you basically get for free, and you can do it in about half a minute, getting 400,000 experience or 800,000 experience for your general. You can literally get it in a minute or two by attacking a subsidy. And if you don't know how to do it, just search YouTube or Google how to level up your generals. It's really easy. And Dragon Scroll chests. Someone paid $90,000 for 2 Dragon Scroll chests. Guys, you get Dragon Scroll chests by beating, I think it's boss level 12 and up, and you get these for free. And someone who's on server 806 has players. Every alliance is going to have a player that can beat a boss level 12. There's no reason to bid on this. Look at this. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's up with server 806. They're a bunch of noobs or something, because they're just bidding like morons on these items. Sorry, but players on server 1000 who just started this game are gonna be able to get free Dragon Scroll chests in about a week by joining any of the top 3 alliances and joining rallies. And all you need to do is send one soldier on a rally, let the rally setter kill the boss monster, and you're gonna get free Dragon Scroll chests. So there's no reason to pay for this. There's no reason to pay for the general experience. And people don't know it. I don't know why it's so basic, but people are pretty much getting scammed out of their gems. And it's unfortunate because there's other things that you need to spend your gems on. Another guy, 806. I don't know. I think this is all limited to the 800 servers or so, because that's all I've seen. Let me check the rare goods if I can see players from other servers bidding. No, it's the same item. So since I'm on server 802, I can only assume they split it into categories. So only about a group of 15 servers, maybe 800 to 815, can bid on these items. But let's take a look at the gold. 20,000 gems. This guy paid 20,000 gems for 8 million gold. 20,000 gems for 8 million gold. Let's go. Let's levy taxes, guys. Let's levy taxes. Oh, I can't levy. I'll just say with 20 million, with 20, with with 15,000 gems, I get 16 million gold. So that's 15,000 gems, and I get about 15 million gold. Let's say 1,000 gems gives you 1 million gold, more or less. And obviously, I'm level 35, but you can get it even at lower levels. Sorry. You can get it even at lower levels. And we said he paid 8,000 gems for, sorry, he paid 16,000 gems for 8 million gold. So basically, he lost half of his money. 20,000 gems for 8 million. So for this amount of gems, I can get about 20 million gold just by levying taxes. So he got scammed. He got a really bad price. I mean, it might be reasonable, this price. Maybe if you're like level 10 and you can't levy a lot of taxes and you don't get good returns. But even then, you can just kill a few goblins, join an alliance that does Vikings. Guys, every week they have Vikings. I'm not even a rally sitter. I'm not even a boss sitter. I just join rallies with one archer, and I finish the 3 days of Vikings with about 200 million or 300 million gold just by joining rallies that other people sit. And we don't even have strong rally sitters. Okay, we can barely finish the hard Vikings, and I finish with 200 or 300 million gold, and this guy's paying 20,000 gems for 8 million gold. And I've noticed this in a few places. It's a lot of sometimes weak players or foreign players, players who stay in small alliances or just don't understand the game really well, and they're paying a really high price for items that should be basically free or easy to get. You always need more gold, but you don't want to overpay for it, and you're getting a really bad price. You're getting scammed. So I wanted to go over this bow here, and even this bow, you're paying 7 million gems for the bow, and I find it surprising because all of the servers have the Tice Wheel of Fortune, and you can get the ring and the bow by spinning the wheel, and you only need to spin it about uh, 700 times, I think, because after the 500 spins, you have a total of 15 fragments gifted to you, and you need a bit more than 500 spins. So you're gonna need about, I think, 700 or 750 spins to get the bow, and it's not, you don't need a lot. It's only you only need to buy like one pack of $100. You only need to buy one expensive pack, and you can probably win the bow using the double down coupon. Maybe two packs, but you don't need to spend too much to get the bow. And if you're spending 7 million gems, that's like, I don't know, probably 20 packs or 30 packs worth of the $100 packs. So you're like, as far as the gems, you're wasting a ton of gems. I've been playing for half a year, and I bought a few packs, and I barely have that amount of gems through all my career. It's a lot of gems. Now, I can understand people from old servers bidding on it. Server 66, I can understand that because I think some of the players on the old servers have accumulated a ton of gems over time, and they may not be spending any money on the game anymore, so they don't get enough spins on the Wheel of Fortune to win it, and they don't want to spend any more money on the game. But if you're on server 66 or server 98, you may have been playing for like 4 years or so, and or 5 years, I don't know, and you may have 40 million gems accumulated because every battlefield and every server war and every event, you just keep accumulating gems, and you don't have anything to spend it on, and you don't want to spend any more money on packages because you've been spending it for 5 years and you've decided not to spend any more money on the game. So you may as well buy the bow. But for everyone else, you can win it in the Wheel of Fortune, and there's no point in buying it because you're gonna if you already have it and you're gonna bid on it here, you're gonna get 30 fragment scrolls, and you can't make another bow because it's limited to one bow, and you're basically gonna be stuck with a few refining stones from the trader boxes because you can't build a second bow. So I don't understand the people bidding on it here, especially from the newer servers, 500s and 1,000. Dude, 1,000. These Chinese guys, I don't know. The Chinese guys are weird. Just buy one pack and win it from the Wheel of Fortune. Save yourself 6 million, 7 million gems. So I don't understand that, and it seems a common issue. People here just spending on the wrong thing. And if you want to, sorry guys, if you want to know, I previously made a video on how I think you should spend gems, but you shouldn't spend it on these things, on speed ups and resources, because you can farm them quite easily. There's other things that you have to spend gems on, and there's no other way around it. Okay, let's say you want to unlock your first dragon, your Celtic Demon. You need to pay 300,000 gems for it. And if you're a low level player or even a high level player, you're not gonna get around it. You need the 300,000 gems. So if you don't have like a ton of free gems or spare gems, don't spend it on resources and speed ups. You need to have gems to unlock the dragon. You can get speed ups from farming the Cerberus, and you can get resources from farming tiles, and you can get research stones from doing Vikings and gold from doing Vikings. You can't get the dragon any other way besides spending 300,000 gems on it. And then as soon as you want to upgrade its talents, it's going to cost you a few thousand gems per level. For the last level, it's 5,400 gems, and here it's 4,300 gems, and you're going to need to upgrade these all the way up to level 40. So you're spending hundreds and thousands of gems to upgrade it, which you have to because it's essential. And even refining it, you're probably going to have to spend hundreds and thousands of gems to refine it. So, and you have more dragons. It's not the only one. So you're going to be spending like, I don't know, millions of gems just to upgrade your dragon, cultivate it, and so on. And the talents, of course, which costs here, this level costs 7,600 gems. So even cultivating your general, or upgrading the specialities, cultivate your, it's for 10, it's 1,240. You spend gems on the important things first, and the things that you have to have. I don't want to go over the entire video of how do you spend your gems, but the important things are you need to cultivate your generals, because cultivation gives you troop HP, march speed, the attack, the defense. It's something that you need for all your important generals, even your Quinjin your subsidy generals, your attacking and defending generals. So make sure you have all your generals cultivated to the max. Make sure you have your dragons upgraded. Make sure you have your specialities. You need gems even for refreshing the tavern. You're gonna need to refresh the tavern and find six Quinjin the Ox for your farming, and you're gonna need to find maybe 5 or 6 buy bars for farming monsters. And people here are spending gems on, I don't know, buying 20 million resources and buying this stuff, and they probably don't even have 6 Queen Jindioks. They don't have their generals cultivated. They don't have the basic stuff, and they're spending it on, I don't know, some speed ups or resources where you can go and farm these resources in a few hours. So there are some things you need to spend gems on, and you don't have any way around it. And cultivating your general, there's no other way around it. You need to spend gems on it. So you're going to have a limited amount of gems, so invest it in the right things. Don't invest it in things that you can get by playing for free in a week or two. And I saw here someone bid a lot on the famous city, which it's a pretty decent famous city. It gives you like 35 range attack bonus and some bonus. But this guy from server 977, Reishion, it's a new server, and this guy already has 22 million gems to bid on it. And that's pretty crazy. 22 million gems is I think it's about 60 or 70 packs worth of gems. And I'm taking into account that most of the packs you use the double down coupons, so you can get double value of the gems. And even then, it's gonna be about 60 or 70 packs of $100 packs. So that's about $6,000 or $7,000 worth of packs to get this amount of gems to bid on this city. Now it's a good city, but I mean that amount of gems for this city, you're I don't know, you did you finish doing all the specialities, all your refining items? Let's take a look at refining items. So like I said, some things you can't get around, and refining items. If I have the plant engine bow and I want to refine it to get the right substats, I'm gonna need to spend a lot of gems to refine this, and there's no other way. If I want to refine it, look at the bottom. I'm gonna need to spend a ton of gems, and if I let's say I lock in one value, then each spin is gonna cost me 5,000 gems. If I lock in two values, it's 7,000, and if I lock in three values, it's 10,000 per spin. And just the 10,000 per spin, I'm gonna need to spin this thing maybe 30 times, maybe 40, to get a decent bonus on the range troop attack, because I'm gonna get a bunch of flat stats. I'm gonna get bonuses for resource collection. I'm gonna get bonuses for siege attack, and I might even get range troop attack a low value like 10%. And you're just gonna have to spin it 40 times, 50 times just to get the last value. That's 400 or 500,000 gems. So just refining one piece of civilization gear can cost you 500,000 gems. It can cost you 1,000,000 gems. It depends how good you want your substats, but it's gonna cost you at the minimum hundreds and thousands of gems. And this guy, the Chinese guy, he spent 22 million on the subsidy, and you're gonna need like 10 millions and millions of gems just to refine your gear. And if you don't have those gems, you basically your gear is pretty much useless. So I'm curious about these Chinese guys. I'll be honest, I don't know. I know. Let's look this guy up. We Xian. Let's look him up. And he's a new. So I can understand people server 487, people that have been around for a while. 483, I think these servers are like 2 or 3 years old. You can accumulate a lot of gems and playing for a few years, 2 or 3, 4 years. You play SVS, you play Battlefields, you win a bunch of gems. You buy packages on a monthly basis, then you accumulate and accumulate gems. Okay, that's reasonable. Server 977, this guy has probably been playing the game for like 2 months, and he's already bought packages. If he has 22 million gems to spend, he's probably already spent like, I don't know, $30,000 on the game in 2 months. So let's take a look at this guy. Let's see what's up. And I'm just gonna locate his coordinates real quick. There he is, guys. A level 39 um, Chinese player, 2 billion. This, and just look at this is a fairly new server, 2 months old. No one in his alliance is even level 30 yet. No, not a single player here is level 30. There's one 30 player, and he is level 39. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if these some of these Chinese guys are Bitcoin millionaires or something, but they joined the game, and in about a month they're level 39, and they're pretty much no one can. They're unstoppable, and I don't know. I find it weird. I find it weird because if you look at YouTube or you look at all the famous alliances, I know the famous alliances that I see through other channels on YouTube, whether it's NEF or IMO or RSP or BVS. All I know those famous alliances, and I don't see any Chinese players there. And on every SVS that we have, I never see Chinese players. Like all the strong big players are European or Japanese. The Japanese are also really strong at this game, or American. And I don't see any Chinese players. These Chinese players, they come, they spend like $20,000, $30,000, play for a month or two, and then they just disappear. And I don't know how this guy can just join a game and in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, maybe it's just like some of these Chinese millionaires and billionaires have nothing to do and they just buy $30,000 worth of gems in a month and do whatever they want. But I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. The game is Chinese and it's a Chinese company, and every few servers you see this insane Chinese guy who spends a ton of gems, or supposedly he's buying like packages like crazy. And you look at the older servers and you don't see any Chinese players. They all seem to disappear at some point. So I don't know if they don't get along, they don't communicate well, or they lose interest. But I don't see any active Chinese players on the old server. And I'll be honest, even on our server, we had one. And let me jump to him real quick. And well, I'm getting off topic of what I wanted to talk about as far as the auction house. But it's just something I noticed and I thought I'd share with you guys. And we have one here, and also a Chinese guy and or girl, and she joined or he joined the server when it was about a month old, and we already had level 30 players, level 31. So he joined pretty late, and he went from zero to level to being the top player on the server in about 3 days. He was probably clicking nonstop on upgrade buildings and research sciences, probably a few hours a day just to upgrade everything to level 33, 34. And he didn't even have a single subsidy. Everyone was collecting the European cities to get the bonuses and the monarchy. He didn't have any of it. He was just clicking nonstop on upgrade and research without any subsidies, without any bonuses, without any alliance. He was just bubbled and upgrading. You would see his city level go up a few levels each day, and it was nonstop. He wasn't even farming any monsters. He wasn't collecting resources, Vikings, anything. He wasn't even farming tiles. He was just clicking upgrade nonstop every day. And in about a week, he was 35, and a few weeks later, 36 and 37. And he stayed for he participated in about two server wars, and he pretty much disappeared. And he doesn't talk to anyone. He joined an alliance, he barely talks to them. He doesn't respond to almost anyone that talks to him, and he's been pretty much inactive. I know he has a bubble, but he's been pretty much inactive for like 2 months or so. So he got to level 37, he got to the first place on the server, played it a bit, and I'm saying played it a bit. He has 3,600 battles, and people of his size and his time on the server, I'm gonna assume they have a lot more battles and so on. 8,000. That's also pretty low. Uh, I'm just assuming most of them are gonna have like 12,000, 15,000, and you don't even need to farm any tiles or kill any monsters. You just this guy probably spent 20,000, $30,000 worth of packs, level 37, and I find it suspicious a little bit. He's not talking to anyone. He's not playing on the server. He has a bubble because he comes in about once a week to bubble for a week. And if I look at my friends list, and he should be here somewhere, and I think we'll see him as inactive. Let me see here. So I believe that if you log in just to set a bubble, it's not going to show you active. It's going to keep you inactive. But let me see if I can find him here. Where is he? No, I don't find him. He was inactive until a while ago. I mean, like until yesterday or 2 days ago, and she might be showing up active as of now. Where is he? Okay, guys, bear with me. I have a lot of friends in my list here. Yeah, there he is. He's active now, but I can guarantee you, I checked her about a day ago and she was 30 days inactive, and she basically doesn't talk at all. See, I asked her, "Did you quit?" And I've messaged her a lot and mailed her a lot, and one of the top players on our server, and this is the only message I ever got from her. You're welcome. That's it. And yeah, she's basically inactive. I don't know. Every few servers, I see like these level 39 Chinese players, and they don't really play the game. They upgrade their castles to level 37, 38, 39, and disappear. Is it a conspiracy? Is the company Chinese and they have fake players? I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just a rich Chinese guy that has I don't know 50 million Bitcoin, and he just decided to spend a lot. At the end, these guys don't integrate too well because of language differences or culture differences, and they kind of disappear because I don't see any big Chinese players in the big alliances. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know. I might be wrong. I just watch the YouTube streams and I don't see it. But if I'm wrong, just tell me. If you know any of these guys, let me know, because I can't manage to communicate with most of them. But maybe I'm wrong. Back to our original topic. The 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 auction house, the scam house. It's a scam, and Monarch experience, guys. Go to the shrine. Go 33,800 for 400,000 Monarch XP. At level 35 shrine, at least, you can get 50,000. Let's see, offer. You get, look here, Prestige 100 and Monarch XP 48,000. And I'm not even the correct culture, which I can get a small bonus. I can get it to 50,000 per one offering. And we can assume that at the highest level, one offering is 1,500 gems. But even then, to get 400,000 Monarch XP, you need to spend 12,000 gems, and people are bidding 33,000 gems on it. And I don't know, players on 804. If you have a level 30 shrine or about level 30 shrine, it's probably a bad deal. It's it's not a good deal in my opinion. Um, yeah, it might be good if you're like level 10 and you don't get any experience or monarch experience from the shrine and you want to get some new talents. But like I said, you can get it from tributes and you can get it from other places. You don't have to spend gems on it. Make sure you spend gems on the things that you can't get around, on unlocking your dragon, on upgrading your generals. And you're gonna get monarch XP just by farming monsters and getting tributes from relics and stuff. So most of these things are a scam, and don't get baited by it. Don't get baited to buy it, guys, or bid on it, because it's not what you should be spending your gems on. Basically, spend your gems on the important things. Uh, I went on a little bit too much. Let me know what you guys think about the things I talked about. I like to hear your opinions. I'm not the most experienced. I don't know everything, and enlighten me if you have any feedback. And hopefully everyone's server war went well. Mine didn't go so well, but we learned a lot. And have a good week, guys.